Okie doke. I'm live, apparently. And man, I never believe it. It always says I'm live and then I doubt it, but I don't know. Welcome to Doodles and Dice Shame. Seems to be very sparsely attended today since Yami and Marimo can't make it. Rest in peace, Yami and Marimo. Um, but I, if no one comes in, I think I'm still going to draw. But what to draw is the question. Ah, Scotty! Hello! How are you? Christmas season, the time for artists to thrive. Paper Lynn, you're new. Are you Sweet Marie? There's a delay. As always. I always struggle to get used to it. Um, I'll start off the stream by saying I listened to a lot of Dice Shame episodes today because it's the Christmas season, which means that artists are rapidly making things that they think will be cheaper uh than buying things for presents, and then suddenly you have 12 projects on your list. Oh, Paper Lynn, you're just ah, you're not Sweet Marie. You're just somebody who followed me a while ago and saw that I was active again. Oh, that's so sweet. It's true. I haven't done any Dimension 20 stuff in so long. You're so strong to support me during this Dice Shame obsessed period. I'm I'm really good, Scotty. Again, I've been working on Christmas presents all day today because I am nothing if not a procrastinator. And I actually, and this is a happy story, it's not going to sound happy. I actually started crying about one of them because it was for my dad, and I just got really emotional about how much of a supporter he is, and just, all my art that was inspired by him, and my, you know, just, just general love and affection for my dad. And that was really cute, but not fun. I guess PSA to tell your parents that you love them if they're worthy of that. But yeah, anyway. I'm having a great day. Let's just be clear. I might get into Dice Shame. Who knows? You should. You oughta. I mean, that Dice Shame Animatic is one of my best, but the one that I'm making right now is like, I'm really very proud of it. And I hope that people like it because it's not funny. It's really not funny. And I always do funny. I never do emotional stuff. So please get into Dice Shame Paperlin. It's very good. I'm like right at the beginning. I'm re-listening again, and oh, I'm like right near. Oh, but we are gonna spoil stuff, Paperlin. I'm gonna spoil stuff. I like spoiling stuff, so I cannot hold back. So I hope you know that you're in for a spoiler time. Uh, but I'm listening to the Hunt Lord arc again because we were talking about it last stream, and oh my god, it's so good. I forgot that all the imp business happened at the same time. You know, eyeballs, not funny. Yeah, it's really not funny. It's so not funny. In fact, it's kind of I sometimes I like get emotional about it because it's about Kraloff, and ugh, who doesn't love Kraloff's story? Raise your hands. If any hands are raised, you're immediately bunted out of here. Get out of here. Um, love emotional stuff. That's really great because I'm kind of nervous to post it. Uh, there are I have some hesitation to post stuff that I'm like, what if people think things about me? Because with humor, humor's just humor. Everybody likes a laugh, except for when it's not good, aka when it's punching down. But you know what I mean. Uh, I'm bouncing around right now. What do I want to do today? Besides talk about Dice Shame, this great podcast. Uh, I heard that Sweet Marie is going to be joining, and when they arrive, if they arrive, we should treat them like a celebrity. Yeah, get the boot. Kralof's arc is so sad. It's so sad and it's so good. And Joe and Justin put so much fucking work into making it very satisfying for such a like sudden end. Do you know what I mean? Because Justin had to leave, I'm sure, for unrelated reasons. So it's like they kind of had to wrap it up in a way that was satisfying. And obviously we all want more Kralof content, but like I just think they did a great job. I just think it's a really good, um, satisfying end to his arc. And God, because I'm gonna go off, bro, because I think that the entire as I do with every Kralof and every cleric in every story, I scream at them, no kings, no masters, get away from your god. You're a servant. Live your own life. Stop answering to people that don't have your best interest at heart. Uh, and Kralof is, let's just be honest. Um, Kellenvor is not good to Kralof. Kellenvor actually sucks. His whole life was ruined by this quest to Shadowfell for Kellenvor. All of his friends died. You know, he abandoned him when he. Oh my god, this is gonna be so spoilery. Paperlin, run, run, or maybe you like spoilers like me. I do enjoy spoilers, but like, Kellenvor was not good to him. Ruined his life, I would say, in a very meaningful way. And I don't know how the theology is going to play out in Dice Shame about how real and impactful the gods are. Obviously, magic exists, so it's not like the gods are fake. But, like, Kellenvor had direct impact on Kralof's life, and almost none of it I can think of is good. Like, giving somebody a purpose is fine and all, but if that becomes their whole life to become a servant to a god, that's not great. That's just not great for anybody involved, especially when it ruins his goddamn life. And then he becomes. I'm so sorry, Paperlin. He becomes undead, and uh, that's not great for him. And he gets lost and directionless. And you know what he does? He finds a new authority figure to worship, which sucks ass. And it's just the entire time I just like, please, Kralof, find your own purpose and meaning in life. Please, please leave behind your masters. You're more than a servant. Please. And it never happens except for right at the end when he makes his own decision and he makes his own call to stop all the bullshit and leave his life behind and go to a new plane and, you know, move on, essentially. And I just think it's a perfect ending. I don't know if that was what they were intending because mostly I'm obsessed with clerics becoming ex-clerics, but I don't know. It's not like he's going to Kellenvor. I don't think he's going to Kellenvor's plane. Kellenvor has like disowned him essentially. So I think that sorry, I really went off. I haven't looked at chat in a while. Yes, and oh. Oh, Paperlin. Oh, Paperlin. Yeah, I mean, I say that to almost every cleric because almost every cleric has this thing about like I'm so devoted to my god and is my god worthy of that and is it worth, you know, a life of servitude to this god? And almost all the time the answer is nah, man, your god sucks. And I think that people focus really hard on the god sucks thing and it's like, oh, well the replacement is a new god, which I don't think is true. Just as somebody with a general attitude of that in my real life, I just think that you have to find your own path and find your own meaning. And for people that listen to ArcUG, Zolf, uh, leaving behind his god. Hey, spoilers again, Paperlin, for a different podcast. um, Zolf leaving behind his god and becoming a cleric of hope, I thought was just perfect. You become your own cleric of your own, like, intent and purpose, and that is just, I think, the end goal of all clerics, in my opinion. Uh, Kralof was abandoned. Yeah, Kellenvor sucked, but I also think that he sucked before that point. Like, the whole mission to Shadowfell was life-ruining for everybody involved. All of his friends died. It accomplished nothing. You know, what a horrible thing to do. Like, what a horrible thing to be committed to a god that essentially makes you leave your soul behind and go to a new realm and fight hardship after hardship after hardship for no gain, no reason. All of your friends die. You come back to your plane depresso and without your memories and things like that. It's the worst for everybody. Um, yeah, what was Kratos supposed to do? Again, for people that have built their entire life structure on a god, and for that god to just ditch them, it's just awful. It sucks that they put so much faith into something that doesn't have their back, as most gods do. Most gods have a purpose that they're serving. They don't really care about their servants, right? Wouldn't offer any redemption. Like, did he actually need redemption? Like, seriously. This is a dunking on Kellenvor stream, I guess. But, like, he sucked from the beginning, as all gods do. Just, you... in D&D, at least, you know, I'm not going to talk about spirituality in the modern day. That's not what we're talking about right now. But, like, they always, because of the nature of D&D, they always serve a purpose of, like, god of trickery, or god of light, or god of this or that, or fighting undead, for example. And because they serve a purpose, as soon as you're not serving that purpose, your god is upset with you, which sucks. Sucks for everybody involved. And this is why I very, very rarely get to play, because I am a forever GM, but whenever I do play, I tend to play clerics, mostly because I enjoy helping players thrive. And it's kind of a GM instinct to be like, okay, I'll be a cleric to help players thrive, you know? But, like, I just think that I mean, paladins have the same problem, but less so, because paladins, I find that they always kind of go on their own way. Whereas clerics are, I find that most players that play clerics are a little bit more devoted. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I am making random brushstrokes, whatever. Oh, my partner. Hello. Are you off to bed, my love? Good for you. Uh, good for you? Good for you. Inflection. Paperland, you're a trooper. I can't believe you're here and listening to this spoiler stream about a podcast you didn't listen to. You're the best. You're the best. Uh, oh, my love. You're amazing. And we already started this stream by, like, talking about Dice Shame from the get-go. So what a success for us. High five. Uh, thoughts on warlocks. Thoughts on warlocks. Thoughts on warlocks. I'll be honest in saying that I haven't seen a lot of warlocks in both my podcasting history and my player history. Let me think about that for a second, while I also think about what the heck I'm doing. Let's make this red. Thoughts on warlocks. You know, I think that warlocks, if the relationship is copacetic, if everybody's groovy with what's going on, it's not very interesting. I feel like you should be... If you're a warlock and you like your god, you're a cleric. You're a cleric with different abilities. I think if you're a warlock who got into a pact by accident and is trying to get out of that pact while still having powers, you know, you're kind of addicted to the greed and the thrall of power, but you're also, like, recognizing that what you're doing sucks, then you're an interesting warlock. If you're a warlock who's just bad and worships a bad dude, get out of here. You know, listen, I like interesting characters, but if you're bad for party dynamics, I don't have that much interest in you. You know, like, players should be able to operate with you without having to bend over backwards to justify why you're in the group. So if you're bad, you should be secretly bad, or you know, or be unintentionally bad, or be lovable enough that your bad deeds are excusable, you know. But otherwise, my thoughts on warlocks is that I haven't seen very many interesting ones. I don't think people pick the class very often anyway, because the the spell slots thing is a huge deterrent. It's something you kind of have to get around. And I honestly don't know that much about the class either, so I can never help my players out in like min-maxing and making them feel powerful and contribute enough to the group. But like in general, I just don't see enough warlocks to really form that much of an opinion about them. I agree with what I said before that you probably shouldn't like your god if you're a warlock. Otherwise, why are you a warlock? Be a cleric. uh I have no thoughts on warlocks. I've never played one in a game, and I've never played one in a game with a warlock in it. And I've never played in a game with a warlock in it. Again, I just don't think it's that popular of a class, to be honest. Like fiercely, and it's super interesting. Yeah, 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 yeah. I agree with that. If I also like it when somebody is a warlock to a god that directly opposes another player's god. That's very interesting to me, especially if it's like both gods aren't that bad. Like they're both bad and good in various reasons. Oh yeah, so the cleric love their god and their god kind of loves them, but warlocks, I mean, no god loves you in D&D. Let's just be clear. All gods are just using you, but we'll move on from that. Uh sorry. I have opinions, okay? I have opinions. Theology is always a really big part of my world. So, uh but warlocks can hate their god and it's mutual hate. Yeah, I think so. And I think that you should be aiming to not be a warlock. I think that the end goal of a warlock is to find a new god or to not be a warlock anymore. Either you love your god so you become a quote unquote cleric, or you get out of that pact, baby. Get out of there. Uh, or not mutual. There's room for anything really. Lots of potential with contracts. I agree. I think that the more interesting contracts are the ones that you want to get out of, or you were tricked into, or contracts that were not like, I signed here because I wanted to be a warlock. You know what I mean? Uh, Interesting. Thanks, Scotty. I wonder if we'll ever get a warlock on Dice Shame. They don't really deal with a lot of, uh, I mean, they do deal with devilly stuff, and they really need to make up their mind about it. Because I want to agree with Jack and be like, yeah, no, you shouldn't worship things that are bad, but objectively bad is not really a thing that they're going for in Dice Shame because the Durgar are not objectively bad as far as I can tell, which is good. I like that. I think about them slaughtering orcs in season 1 by the score when the orcs were literally just walking up to the town like probably with bad intent, but they didn't confirm. And I'm like, I don't know. Pick your place, Daishing. uh uh but it's all groovy. I love it. I like that I like that we don't know enough about the world to really make objective calls about morality yet. And I like that the I really like in Dice Shame that the value of life is very, very much present. They really hesitate to kill an intelligent being. Uh, in that, like, again, I just listened to the Hunt Lord's arc again. And killing that dwarf at the gate behind the door. And Kraloff and Jack being fine with it because he served undead masters, but Red and Doran being like, "Oh my god, we just killed a guy! Like we just killed a guy, guys! Hey, guys, where are you going?" Like, really fascinating to me. I don't think that a lot of podcasts do that. You have like thugs and human people that fight them all the time in other podcasts of like thieves and other things and other races and stuff that are like, you know, I guess I'm thinking about NADPOD specifically, but like, in general, in D&D podcasts, it's just assumed that it's okay to kill people. It's fine to kill people, sentient beings, not just monsters. If they're fighting you, then self-defense is totally cool, and nobody feels bad about it. Which I like that Dice Shame really is like, ooh, I don't know about that. I really like it. I think it's really cool. It causes a lot of inter-party conflicts, which are my favorite part of Dice Shame. Um, uh, we're not mutual. Okay, I already read that. Interesting. Yeah, it's still ambiguous. It is ambiguous because I think they were kind of going for undead or objectively evil. Like, with the Hunt Lords and with Kraloth becoming undead and slowly turning evil. They like it's really ambiguous. I'd love to know where they stand on each thing that traditionally is considered in D&D objectively evil. This race, this thing, this monster, etc., etc., etc. You know, I love in the first step. Do we have a pacifist party? I don't remember that specifically, actually. I should re-listen again for the fourth time. The two APs I've listened to are RQG and Dice Shame, and they are both big on morality discussions. RQG more. So I don't know what that acronym means. IIRC. Anyway, yeah, I like RQG's discussion on morality, but I also think that RQG they murder people, and some of them don't feel that bad about it. But I do like that Hammett is scared of killing people in the beginning, at least, and that over time they become very cool with violence. And then the kobolds hit, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Pump the brakes. Slow down." Although I haven't listened to RQG in a while, um, I like them both for their, consideration of life. Also, hi Faye, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because some people in that party are a lot more in the RQG party are a lot more cool with killing, than others, and it makes for very interesting party conflict. But in Dice Shame, I generally feel that like, in general, they all agree that you shouldn't kill somebody who's unarmed and even armed. Like they in general, sentient creatures values, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But like, who's deserving of that respect is debated between the party members, or at least in the arc that I'm in. I don't know. In the most recent episodes, they did just kill some sentient beings, but they were a part of a cult, and they didn't feel that bad about it. In fact, they were mostly like, "Oh God." Well, actually, no, they did kind of feel bad about it, right? They were like, "Let's not do this fight." Most of them wanted to walk away until they started throwing fighting words around. I don't know. I just think it's great. I've really stopped listening to NADPOD recently, which maybe will make some of my old YouTube channel fans upset, but like, I don't know, they just don't have big morality anymore. It's very funny and comical, and in a way that I like. I like comedy, but it's a little too far in the comedy recently, so I've stopped listening. Yeah, I'll go back and fix that later when I care more. Let's talk about armor. No, let's talk about clothing. Boop, boop. I generally find coloring very boring, so it's great that you guys are distracting me with conversation. And by conversation, I mean I'm talking to some words on a screen, but you know what I mean. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay. And then he becomes big fireball guy. Yeah. Hammond becomes adept at killing very quickly, and it's really wonderful to see him progress, because he doesn't necessarily progress in a great way, which I find fascinating, because in general, characters start bad and become good, or start neutral and become good, and Hammond, I think he has kind of a villain descent in RQG in a way that I really, really like. He's so good. It's such a good... Oh, I just love him as a character. They didn't want to, yeah. But then the cultists were like, yeah, we'll summon this dragon baby to wreck your life. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do the trolley problem and be like, yep, okay, these cultists are gonna kill more people than their lives are worth. So, yeah. Also, like, thank you so much for rescheduling for me. I really look forward to these. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I wish we could have caught Marimo and Yami, but rest in peace. Marimo and Yami, some days you just can't. But I know in general that I don't want anybody to feel pressured to come. So I hope my rescheduling wasn't like, no, you have to come, Scotty. I'm gonna reschedule no matter what. Because again, I'm gonna be doing these no matter what. If nobody arrives, I will still be drawing. I need to set aside time to draw, and this is a good excuse to do so, even though I barely get anything done on these streams, but like uh you know, I'm happy to reschedule, especially when it's easy like that. But don't, if you're ever like not feeling it, just don't come. You're good. But I'm happy to have you. You're very you're very good at keeping the conversation going because I'm often very distracted. So having a prime chatter, I would say, is awesome. Also, I really like you, Scotty. You play Dark Cloud. You have very similar opinions on Daishin to me, and also like I don't know. You're great. We should meet up. We should get coffee or something sometime. Chat. Uh, Hammond, my beloved. Hammond's so great. Hammond is so great. What a dude. What a character. I haven't listened in a while, but I still remember how much the core. Yeah. Oh, the fireball was so brutal. It was such a good. Oh, I was so invested. I was not really feeling the second season until kind of that thing hit. Also, I really liked the dungeon they were in. I just loved imagining it. Uh, no, I didn't feel pressure to show up at all. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm adding that to my titles. Oh, RQG? Oh, Prime Chatter, yes. Dandelion Bomb. Or Scotty, the Prime Chatter. Yeah, we should meet up in person or something. Yeah, DM me about it, because I always forget after these streams. But like, we are uniquely are the Daishim fans that probably could do that. I think Starlight also lives in Portland, but I don't think they listen to Daishim. So, uh, I'm getting a lot of Discord notifications, which makes me think that like somebody really wants my attention. Too bad. Streaming. It's probably Jacob. It's probably my brother. I'm really just throwing colors around right now, you guys. I get so distracted on these streams. I never paint as good as I want to, but it's okay. It's alright. Meet up at Pals or something. Ah, hell yeah. I actually have been living in Oregon for a while and I've only gone to Pals like once. So maybe we should. Scotty, you should listen to RQG. What does that stand for? Rusty Quill Gaming. Oh, never mind. I got it. I'll add it to the list. We did just spoil a lot of it for you, but you know, we didn't spoil the most important parts, I would say. So, uh, it's a really good one too, Scotty. Just don't become more obsessed with it than Daishim, because I'm trying to recruit Daishim people. That's my only goal with all of this bullshit animatics and stuff. My only goal is to get more people into Daishim so that I have more people to scream about with, so that more people are making fan art and other things. Because I like looking at fan art too. I don't like making all of it. And thank God for Marimo and Kosche, uh, because they are really contributing to my need of fan art. The only thing is, Scotty, and this is now a mission for you and I. We need to find somebody who's really good at writing fan fiction, because I love fan fiction and I'm completely incapable of writing it. I can never write fan fiction in a way that's satisfying, and I really like fan fiction. And my God, there are 3 for Dice Shame, and they're good. They're very good, but we gotta go out there into the world and be like, do you like writing fan fiction? Great, 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 great. So have you heard of this podcast called you? Oh, uh-oh. My OBS studio just told me I was disconnected and then reconnected. Did I just ruin the stream? Is it still streaming? Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've never had that happen to me before. Oh no. Oh no. Please God, somebody say something in chat that tells me that the stream is not completely destroyed. Still streaming. Oh my God. Ah, good. All right. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I really like fan fiction, but there's not a lot of fanfic artists, fanfic writers for Daishin. We gotta find somebody. We gotta recruit somebody. Uh, I wish I was still active in RQG. I wish I was. Sorry, I literally zoned out for no reason at all. Whew! Okay, I wish I was still active in RQG fan spaces because I do feel like a lot of RQG fans would love Daishim. That's true. They're very similar podcasts. I mean, that's my name is Stuff and Such RQG. Now just Stuff and Such. Uh, I can see if I can recruit some of the Mal writers. Perfect, Scotty. Yes, this is a mission for us. Oh my God, guys! Celebrity guest, Sweet Marie. Hello. Hi. Thanks for joining. Guys, look. Guys, look. It's Marie. Ah. Yes, it is Doran. I'll zoom out in a second. I really agree with you, Faye. I feel like a lot of RQG people would love Dice Shame. In fact, it was an RQG person, my partner, Galaxy, that got me into Dice Shame in the first place. So, really, the pipeline should be stronger, if anything. And RQG has a ton of fanfic writers. Just going back to my other point. um, ah, what a delight to have you, Sweet Marie. I'll see if I can recruit some. Yep, I read that already. I love you all so much. Oh, we love you. What a lovely surprise. I've been a Oh, I've lost my words. One second, everybody. I'm trying to retrieve my brain. I think I left it somewhere weird. Um, what was that? What the heck was I about to say? Holy shit. I have no clue. Well, here we are. Oh, there we go. Sheesh. We've had a lot of Daishame crew from the cast of Daishame jump scare me on this stream. And what a celebrity to have Sweet Marie as well. You've joined the crew of surprise celebrity guests on this weird little drawing stream of mine. Amazing. You've missed some great discussion about Kraloth. Kraloth. Jeez, I can't pronounce that name. Bring Trin and we will have 100 fics in a few weeks. Yeah, I don't recognize those names very well, so I'm very sorry that I don't recognize them. But like, seriously, I need some fucking fan fiction, you guys. I can't write it in any way that is satisfying, and I love reading it. It's so, and my partner is so good at it, but they have their projects, and I'm not going to beg them for fan fiction, but, ugh. If I make enough animatics, certainly some fanfic writer will be attracted to Dice Shame, right? Right? It's like a hostage situation, right? Except for no, it's a blackmail situation, a golden handcuff situation. um that is so true, Faye. Yeah, 100%. They were first on my target list. Yes, Scotty. Oh, Scotty. My partner in crime. Let's do this. I need to read the surrogate verse. I've been so bad at reading fic lately, Sai. I don't know what that is. I guess I'm just not that well versed in fanfiction RQG. To be honest, I didn't read all that much. I read Eye of the Storm, and then I was completely obsessed, and then I started dating the author, so I haven't really read any fanfiction since. Greyloff, my beloved! Faye. Yeah. I knew I was misspelling his name. I know, I was saying Kraloft for the longest time, and only recently when, uh, uh, Alex got dunked on for it that I realized that I was saying it wrong. Can't get over Alex. Yeah. Kraloft. I love that. I love that song, unironically. Surrogate is part of the Malevolent fanfictions. Got it. Again, not something I'm very well versed in. Just don't really participate in Malevolent. I don't like anything scripted. I'm sure it's very good. I'm sure it's great, but not for me. We've got half an hour left, and I've been working on this hand for kind of the whole time. Is there any silly doodles you guys would like instead? Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep trucking along on this. Oh boy, I should have been putting my colors over there. Now I'm gonna have to freaking guess. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's the highlight color, I think. Mid-tone. Okay, I'm gonna ignore you guys for a second. Come up with a million discussion topics while I completely ignore you. And also potentially little doodle ideas. I will be honest in saying that I chugged an entire soda right before this stream, and I'm trying not to make gross sounds into this mic. But if it happens by accident, I'm really sorry, y'all. I'm trying to be a polite, good host, but unfortunately I am a commoner who reacts as the body should with soda. This is my first stream on Friday. So this might be the first stream that we're not jump scared by the creators of Daishim. This is truly for the fans. This is for the fans! Yeah! Get out of here, creators! This is for us! I would still be honored if they showed up, just to be clear, but I did intend this for fans. I made this for fans. I wanted to talk to fans. So okay, but while we're on the topic, aren't they so freaking nice? Since they're not here, let's just talk about them behind their back. Aren't they so freaking nice to show up for fan content like this? Like, they're so active in the Discord, too. Uh, I've never seen another community where the creators are so freaking willing and have enough time for the fans. Like, truly talk to the fans. Which, you know, that can get dangerous in, like, larger fandoms, because there's always the freaks that go a little too far. But, like, in a small fandom like Daishame or, well, Malevolent's not that small, but, you know, I feel like it's really great. It's really awesome. Oh man, that does not look right. That knuckle. That knuckle's weird. How much will people notice? It's kind of, okay, it's very present. Alright. Alright, fine. I'll fix it. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. All the life of an artist. Ugh, you have to fix mistakes. Oh. I'm joking. Oh, I haven't looked at chat in a very long fucking time. I'm sorry if I keep swallowing on mic. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that's cool. We all got our things. If I hadn't seen it written down, they barely ever write names. I was surprised by Torin's spelling too. I thought that Torin was spelled with an I, but apparently it's Toran. I was like, whoa, okay. Topics under pressure. Sorry, guys. Fave pizza order, fave color dice. Fave pizza order, in my opinion, the more things that you can get on the pizza, the better the pizza is. Everything that can go on a pizza should go on a pizza. And the spicier the pizza is, the better the pizza is. Just in my opinion. You should have heartburn after eating pizza. If you don't, you haven't eaten a good pizza. Favorite colored dice? My favorite set are a turquoise blue kind of cloudy one with gold numbers. They're so pretty. Uh, and they always roll well for me, which as a GM is sometimes a mixed bag because sometimes I want my players to win, but those dice, I pull them out for when I really want to throw punches. Uh, Oops, I just forgot every topic I know. Ugh, relatable. I get you. We had a really good Kraloff discussion at the beginning, and maybe that's where all the topics went. Well, we only have 20 more minutes. You guys gotta find one topic that can last us 20 minutes. Burp like Alex. I refuse. You're even drawing perfect. Oh, well, okay, that's a good point. I am drawing Doran, but I'm trying my best. Woohoo! I don't know what you're referring to, Sweet Marie, but I love your energy. Thank you for being here. What a celebrity. I've been doing a re-listen. Where you at, Scotty? They're all lovely. They are lovely. What are you guys talking about? What's lovely? Uh, oh. Did my internet drop or... Ooh, did my internet drop? I have viewers. No. Did my stream drop? It says it's going. I want to move around. I mean, obviously you guys could hear me talking, so... I just got through the golden fields. Okay, that makes me think that my stream did not stop because I asked that question like a couple seconds ago. Golden Fields was cool. I feel like the podcast really picks up at Grudhog. I mean, I liked it from the beginning, but I feel like it really picks up at Grudhog. Also, I didn't finish fixing this. Evening with the harvest party. Oh, that's so cute! Kraloff gets like a bunch of babies and stuff, right? And they're like... Oh, I find Drunk Red really adorable. Harlan really knows how to play a drunk person in a very charming way. Especially because drunk people, just personally in my life, scare the shit out of me. I'm always very nervous about drunk people, no matter who they are and how well they're good at being drunk. I don't like it. So... He's a very adorable drunk, which I think is a talent. Where the hell am I? Here I am. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. That's armor. That's not where I'm at. I'm at clothes. There we go. This is a harder fix than I thought. There we go. Boop. Okay. Sure? It's still really weird. I'll fix it off screen. Stream. Which we only have 15 minutes left, so... Like Red running around the kids, being at the kids' table. Yeah, it's so cute! Playing tag and everything. Ugh. Him and Liferless are also a really cute combo. Red at the beginning is very funny. I feel like Harlan kind of toned down his stupidness later on in the podcast. Like he just becomes just in general smarter, which makes sense. He's getting more used to being on a different continent, but also I kind of miss when Red was truly a dumbass. It was a really good, it was a joke machine, man. I really liked it. Also, it probably is exhausting to play somebody who's a dumbass 100% of the time, but I don't know. Man, these hands are really overdone. Oh well. But he's so great in Golden Fields. Red is like my favorite character at the beginning of the podcast, and then later on it's Jack and Kraloff, and then later on it's Jack and Red again. They're just such a good pair. I really like them. They come from such different backgrounds. And they have such different takes on life. And it's kind of like... I don't have enough breath in my mouth to go off on a Jack Red talk. 1 second. I think I'm just going to take a break for 2 seconds and collect myself. Yeah. I think Red was naive and now he's just, competent. I mean, he was always competent in combat. Okay, again, this is why I really like Red and Jack, in that Red is so competent and confident in combat. He's just really good at being strategic and, in general, not showing fear. And Jack is constantly traumatized. I mean, the I mean that like I'm sure they're all going through scary shit, but Jack definitely started the podcast with like his life is going well. He's wealthy. He has a loving partner. He has a home to return to. He has a career that he enjoys. And now he's facing the horrors and he's getting worms in him and he's just in general having a really bad time getting turned to stone and paralyzed by spiders and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Jack is having a terrible time. Like objectively, I think that if Jack were to grow very old, which is unlikely, he would be like the worst part of my life was probably the time I was adventuring. Like seriously. And Red, it seems like all of his trauma was before the podcast started. Like Jack is experiencing the trauma now, and Red had his trauma. Like he had a really hard childhood. He had to fight and scrap for whatever he could get. He was alone in the mainland. He found Kraloff, and then they started adventuring. And in general, Red just responds to danger very well. Like he has a little bit of a bloodlust, but also he just is in general very good at handling that kind of stress. And I bet that it's such an interesting dynamic to me to have somebody right next to somebody else that is not loving it. It's kind of the same thing with Hamid and Zolf, where and Sasha, where they're one is so not here for it, and the other two are totally fine with it, and some even enjoy it. Uh, I bet it's really frustrating for Jack, or maybe inspiring, to have Red just be so fearless. Um, I just really like their dynamic a lot. I just think they're kind of I'm not gonna call them like the stars of the podcast, because Doran is also very good. I'm literally drawing Doran right now, but like, I I am most invested when Jack and Red are alone and having a conversation. I think it's really interesting. And sometimes Harlan plays it off as a joke, which is also very funny because they don't have a lot in common. So sometimes they're alone and Harlan slash Red will be like, so, books or whatever. And just like be bored with Jack instantly, which is very funny, don't get me wrong. But I also like it when they're alone and they're talking. Like again, I just listened to the Hunlord's arc, and when Red is feeling really distrustful of Kraloff and really struggling, Red walks off into the woods after Kraloff has just summoned a bunch of food for everybody, and Jack reaches out to him and he's like, "Hey, what's going on, bud?" And then Red is like, "Come to the tree with me," and they have a talk. They have a really good, like, interesting conversation about like, we're buds, we need to have faith in each other. Let's reveal what's going on with each other. And I think it's just so good. I just think it's so good. I love when they talk. Sorry. Wow. Boy, I've been talking for a while, huh? I guess it's my live stream, so who cares? But um, Red is just adorable in general. Hard agree. Red is great. What an adorable little violent little assassin guy. Uh, Knowing he was playing an assassin, I think he was playing it up. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. He probably was playing it up. But I miss it. I miss the theatrics of Red being very stupid. It's really, it was so funny. I like characters who are 80% competent and 20% dumbass. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's humanity in general. You know, you're competent in the areas that you're competent in, and you're 20% dumbass in the areas that you're really a dumbass in. And that's what makes humanity great. We serve each other. You know, we bring each other to... What the fuck am I talking about? I'm gonna move on. Sweet Marie, celebrity guest. I've been having to go in and out of listening, but we are talking about how we feel about the characters because I truly love Doran. Yeah. I don't know that I understand your sentence. I'm really sorry. Reading comprehension is not my forte, but Doran's great. I love Doran. I I want to see more from Doran, which is great because right now in the podcast we are going towards Doran time. It is Doran's time. Doran, it's your time. Red's been through some shit. Yeah. He's very strategic. All hail the Hunt Lord arc. It's the best arc in the podcast. I don't know that it's the best arc in the podcast. Maybe take that back, but it is a very good arc. This is also why I love Marie's addition to the podcast, as someone who has less experience and lower comfort level with fights and stuff. Yeah, it's really great because I would say that the position of that was held by Jack, and now Mari is the newcomer, and Jack is kind of by Mari's side in a way that I find very interesting. And I like Mari's because Mari is not. The thing about Jack is very in denial about emotions and in denial about emotional progression. Like, he just avoids it. Um, and Marie is very Mari. Mari. Mari is very emotionally confrontational, which I think is a really good way to differentiate uh, their arcs from each other. Because Mari is like, I'm uncomfortable with this. This is how I feel about this situation. This is how, this is, you guys should talk. Let's sit, like, I like Mari's, I think it's a good way to differentiate from Jack. Um, is that the part where they get trapped on a roof together? I love that scene so much. No, it's a different scene. It's later. Uh, it's Red is feeling very distrustful of Kraloth, and then uh, he pulls. Well, he doesn't pull. Jack reaches out to Red, and they go talk uh, away from the party about Kraloth's suspiciousness and stuff like that. And then Jack reveals to Red that he summoned an imp, like right at the end. Like, we're gonna handshake deal? Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right before we handshake, and you gotta promise not to tell anybody. I summoned an imp! Ah! um, it's great. Um, Roof convo, also really good. I feel like Red put a lot more effort into that conversation than Jack did. Jack was not apologetic in a way that I really, I like it. It was not a perfect apology. It was really good. Very human. Uh, I'm very hyped for Dorn time. Dorn, it's your time. Do. It's time for Dorn. If you keep calling me a celebrity, my family won't be able to handle me. It's gonna go right to your head instantly. Today you're a celebrity. If you come often enough, you will not be a celebrity anymore. Best end of episode song by far. Best song in general though is the song Joe sings as Orin. The Where is my home? Chariot wheel. Joe sings it so good. It's so pretty. I love it so much. I forgot about that. The oh yeah, by the way, imp. Yeah, it's great. You're making me want to re-listen to Dice Shame. Yes. Good. That's my only goal. Recruiting Dice Shame people and re-listening. Uh, so many lovely moments in season 1. It's true. Season 1 is great. I think my favorite arc is the Jalanthar Dwarves, now that I'm thinking about it. That's my favorite arc. But the Imp arc / Huntlord's arc, real good stuff. Chariot Wheel. Oh, yeah. Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's really good. It's such a pretty song. Joe is so good. I wish they did more. Also, the Hunt Lords, like, the theme of them, like, riding down into the valley about to fight them. It's kind of funny because they get their asses whooped, but the theme that I assume Justin wrote of, like, the very classical, like, piano, just haunting vampire ghost music is so good. It gets me so pumped every single time. I really wish that Daishin would release an album of all their music. The travel theme, Dorn, It's Your Time, the theme song in general. Musical episode when? Yeah, Scotty. I mean, that implies that all of them can sing and are confident in their singing voice, which maybe is not the truth, but like it'd be pretty funny. It'd be pretty great. I'd love that so much. Somebody should submit that as a sketch or something, just like a short musical. Um, I've submitted all my sketches, so I'm out of it. But I mean, I don't know. I just assume. Have you gotten to the Midnight Carnival? I think I'd literally lose it if they had a musical episode. Oh yeah, I'm fully caught up. Sweet Marie. But they would probably do it. I wonder how good everybody's singing voices is. You know what I mean. What do I want to do? I don't really like how the beard looks. I don't know if I want to work on that. I only have 5 minutes left. Anybody want a silly doodle? I don't really feel like working on this anymore. Poop. Midnight Carnival is also really good. I'd say up there for one of the arcs. Just the theming of it and the atmosphere of it, Joe did such a good job. It was such great GMing. I mean, the players were great or whatever, but you know, Joe really shines in the musical. In the uh, Midnight Carnival arc. Joe's my favorite. I love Joe so much. They're such a good jam. Uh, Silly doodles are good. Yes, but somebody give me an idea for a silly doodle. We have 5 minutes. It's gonna be a quick one. We got music on our minds. It's true. I really love season 1 soundtrack. I really love season 2 soundtrack. In fact, Harlan, he's not here, so I can talk about him. Uh, Harlan did this fucking awesome thing, where I was sorry, I got distracted by chat. I'm sorry, I have no ideas for silly doodles. That's fine, we'll just talk. I still get chills at the end of the episode where she talks about the lantern going out. Oh, yeah, great narration. Joe would also shine in a hypothetical Daishi musical episode. Joe would be the star. Are you kidding? Joe would rule over those boys. Joe would destroy them. I'm including Alex as a boy in this instance. Dolphin in a party hat. Fantastic, I'll take it. I hate drawing dolphins, but I'll do it. How about Doran disguised as Captain Bebe? Dolphin in a party hat wins, unfortunately. That's perfect, Paper. You have no idea how perfect that is, Paper, because you haven't listened to this podcast, but dolphins are very much included in the podcast. What was I saying? Oh, Harlan did this fucking awesome thing. We were doing a stream, and he asked about audio quality from season 1 to season 2, and he asked me specifically, which was really crazy, but like, everybody started talking about it. It was awesome. And I pointed out that I had a really hard time grabbing scenes for animating in season 2 because there was a lot of background music, which is true. There's a lot more background music. I would say that season 1 is a lot more just voices and sound effects, with occasional theming, with occasional music that is occasionally too loud, but most of the time pretty awesome. And I just like offhandedly mentioned that I was having a hard time grabbing audio for animating, and Harlan's like, "Okay, guess what? Reach out to me. I will get you audio from any episode you want, completely without sound effects or music." And I was like, "Really? Really?" And he did. And I was like, "Would it be possible to get some of these songs? I want this song, this song, this song, this song." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem." And he gets me all of it. He gets every single I have all the music. I mean, maybe I shouldn't talk about that out loud, but like, in fact, maybe I really, really shouldn't. But there's not that much people here today, so you guys can keep a secret. But like, I was just so fucking stunned. That's so crazy, right? It's so nice. And it literally helped me with one, because there was one thing that I was animating that didn't have any music behind it, and I thought it was kind of dead without music, so I added some of Harlan's own music to his own podcast. Sacrilege, I know, but it really improved it. I thought it made it very, very much more funny. But yeah, it was just so cool. So freaking nice. Alex is totally a dude, yeah. She's a dude, bro. Fair, says Sweet Marie. I don't know what about, but yeah. Yay! Good dolphin, very shaped. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, he's really cool like that. Harlan is, yeah, I'm really surprised. Again, I really haven't seen creators interact so positively with a fan base. Probably because this fan base doesn't seem to be full of disrespectful people that do mean things to the creators, as unfortunately as other fandoms are subject to. So, pretty cool. Here, I'll even color it. We've got 1 minute left. We got 1 minute left. I'll color this dolphin. Why not? Nope. Nope. And maybe I shouldn't do this. Oh, whatever. We'll go over a little bit. It's fine. I gotta eat dinner though. I'm so hungry. Alright, party hat colors. I'm thinking pink. I'm thinking pink and yellow. That's just what I'm feeling. Yeah. maybe a little bit more of a happy color. Okay, there we go, guys. All right, party hat dolphin. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. Good stream. OnlyFans. Oh wait, hold on, that's a website. I don't mean it like that. This was a stream full of only space fans. Yeah. What would Mari be celebrating whom in her party hat? Her birthday, of course. I do wish that they would release, like, when is Torrens' birthday? I want to know if Jack's gonna miss it. That's what I want to know. Because wouldn't that be fucking, disgustingly awful? I want to know. I want to know. I also want to know everybody's birthday. That'd be cool. I can't believe that Jack is the only birthday we know. Anyway, let's end the stream there, guys. Thanks for everybody for coming. You guys are the sweetest and the best. I love a only fans, only with a space in it fans stream. That's great. All right. I'm hitting end stream now. The button is in view. Goodbye, everybody. Boop. And boop.